Okay, one more technique I want to show you here. Let me take you back to the web page. Right, actually, oh, that's not it. That's the YouTube video of it. Let me go back to desktop YouTube. Let's pull up, I think we're just looking at resume. Okay, so what I want to show you is how this footer will behave when our content needs to go much longer than what it has, than what fits here on the page. So I'm going to go back in here to resume, and kind of like I did before, I'm going to put it here in this main body div. So I'm in div class common main body. I'm going to come down here to the end of it. After my back to top link, no, I'll put it right here before the back to top link. So I'm going to add just more of those empty paragraphs. P with the entity character code, whoops, for non-breaking space. So don't forget the ampersand NBSP semicolon. I'm just going to copy a bunch of those to simulate having a lot of content. Oh gosh, maybe I should learn how to copy. Let's try it one more time. Control C, Command C. There we go. I'm just going to give myself a whole bunch of those. Save. All right. Show you what this looks like. So now, as I scroll down, you can see my back to top has gone clear down here, and my footer is coming to float up here with at the bottom of the rest of this. What I want to do is fix my footer to where it's always at the bottom of the page no matter what. Okay, so come back here to right here, just notice here's my, right here, here's my footer div. I'm going to change it slightly. So here's my footer. Right now I've got the common style that's using a position absolute. I want to overwrite that just for the footer, so I'm going to put it down here in the footer and set position equal to fixed. So fixed says we don't care about any of the other divs on the page, or we don't care about divs being inside of other divs. We don't care how big the page is, whether they've scrolled up or down. Always stick this footer at the bottom. So let me show you how that's different. We come back here and refresh this. Now as I scroll down, notice, see how that footer stays right there? What I need though is for my the rest of this to automatically expand to catch this back to top link that's down here at the bottom. All right, let's get this fixed. So head back to the code here, and we're going to do a few things. First of all, it's time to get rid of some of these colors. Now that we get how the layout is working, I like to actually remove a bunch of our styles. So I'm not going to use that common anymore. Or actually, no, let's see here. Background, I'm going to get rid of this by commenting it out. Okay, get rid of that color. I want to get rid of this common style altogether out of each of these, because we're not going to use that anymore. Okay, let me just save it and show you what that's done so far. Okay, refresh. All right, what did I do here? I think I got rid of the wrong thing. That shouldn't be stretched all the way out there like that. I got rid of that. I got rid of, I can't get rid of common because that's got my position absolute in it. So what I'm going to do instead is head back here, just get Control or Command Z. We can stick common back in each of those, and instead, let's come here and comment out the background color. Down through the border. Okay, and keep our position absolute. All right, save that. Refresh. Okay, so we still have our yellow background. Everything else is moved into the positions we had before based on our divs, but we just can't see the divs because we got rid of our borders and background colors of those. So yellow's fine, I guess, and keep it that way. I'd like my footer to actually show up closer to the bottom. So let's fix that issue next. I'm going to come here to my layout, change my footer to be not so high. I really only need about 10 pixels. That should do it. Save that, refresh. Now notice that fits down there. I've still got position fixed. Yep, there we go. So down here is my back to top. I'm going to give myself a little room after that back to top. About that much right there. That should do it. Save. Refresh. Now I can scroll down a little bit more, and this back to top stays right here. But I've got all this room, and my footer always stays right there too. So, but it's still nice to have a little bit of division among the sections. Let me show you what I'm going to do now. Let's go back to body, and I'm actually going to overwrite this. Instead of gray, let's make it white and overwrite the other style sheet we had in there. White would be 6Fs. Okay, and then in header, I want to add a border bottom that is solid 1 pixel, not black. I'm going to make it kind of a dark gray. Let's go with 5s like we had before in that background. I'm going to copy that. Left menu, let's make that one a border right. And I guess we could do it on the right menu too. But over here, we're going to make it a border left. Let me show you what this does. Save, head back here, refresh. There we go. Now we see the space in between here and here. This middle section, if you remember, we don't have any border on it at all. We put a right border on left menu and left border on right menu, but I don't like how close that one is to the text. So maybe what I'll add on each of these is a bit of padding. Well, but I don't want to do it to all of them because I already have some margin built in between the border and here. The real problem is this one. So maybe I'll just go into this one and add some padding because that's, according to the box model, padding is a space between the border and the content. So let's go to our right menu and add a padding left of about 5 pixels. Save that, refresh. There we go, but that pushes this one over here. So maybe I'm going to add a padding right to to my main body to move that over a bit too. Padding right, also 5px. There we go, because that was right up next to its border. There we go. That looks a little bit more appropriate. And my my footer still stays right down there the whole time. It doesn't get overwritten. Okay, that's it. You are now ready to move on to the bootstrap technique.